Hello, my friend. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching another reaction video. This video is from our friends from Euro Football Daily. The link is gonna be in the description down below so you can go and watch the original video. I am reacting to this topic because the Ballon d'Or is going to be given to somebody in few hours from now, or whatever date you're gonna watch this video, maybe after 10 years or so, it's gonna always make sense because it's very interesting. The world is changing, the football is changing, everything is changing, and you will see why. So our friend suggested that the Ballon d'Or, or the best award or any individual award should be scrapped and just cancelled because it doesn't make sense according to them. So we're gonna react and analyze a little bit. I completely understand that in today's generation people don't want to analyze anything anymore. It's you are good or you are bad, you are in or you are out. It's just shortcut TikTok generation. But for certain people who want to understand a little bit what happened in the past and how the world is changing every single day, you might have to stay until the end of the video and you're gonna learn even more stuff. Let's go.
On December 2nd, Lionel Messi won his 6th Ballon d'Or, a record for the men's game, in a ceremony in Milan. It was his first since 2015, with Ronaldo winning 2 and Modric picking up the other in the intervening years. This ceremony was controversial chiefly because of outraged Liverpool fans claiming that Virgil van Dijk, who finished 7 votes behind Messi, should have won instead. But in my opinion, the Ballon d'Or, or FIFA Best Award, or whatever this thing is currently called, is a stupid competition which doesn't actually recognise footballing quality and only provides something for newspapers to fill their back pages with and football Twitter to get furious about.
Okay, so this is very interesting what he's saying. Like, it's becoming really a commercial event, like Twitter people to get mad, to get reaction, and newspapers to write about something. And like I said, if you go to Man United or Chelsea or Liverpool fans or Barcelona or PSG, they're gonna always try to back their man, okay? And they're gonna find it unjust to give one player or another one without giving the trophy to their own players. So you're not gonna convince everybody. Everybody got an opinion, but this is where thinking outside the box come to play. You have to see football from a different perspective and be fair about what is happening. So let's go.
Awards like this should be discontinued, and here's why. The first objection to award season is that if the prize is truly for the best player, it shouldn't be about trophies, unless one player can accurately be said to have won that trophy single-handedly. Post-World Cup, all the talk was of Modric or Varane having a shot at the Ballon d'Or because they'd lifted the Champions League and reached the World Cup final in the same campaign. This is despite the fact that Varane was not the most important defensive player on either Real Madrid or France, and Modric, while worthy of credit for a decade of world-class midfield performances, was supported by Kroos, Casemiro, Kovacic, Rakitic and Brozovic in his various accomplishments. Fundamentally, Messi's league and cup double was seen as the inferior achievement to those of the Real Madrid pair, but no one watching the three play that season could reasonably have argued that Modric was better at his job than Messi was at his. Messi delivered 45 goals and 18 assists in 53 appearances for Barcelona that term, giving him 5 more goal involvements than Mo Salah, who finished third, and 11 more than Ronaldo, who finished second, not to mention his insane 5.6 dribbles completed per game, the best in Spain. Because Messi has played at...
Okay, guys, so let's stop right there, okay? How do you really measure an individual performance? Football is a team game, okay? So an individual award doesn't really make that much sense. So I kind of agree with him, because even Thomas Tuchel, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, all the big managers, they don't really agree with those kind of awards because it's kind of rewarding one person that was probably at the end of those actions. You need a goalkeeper, you need a midfielder, you need a defender, you need everybody pretty much to work for those players who normally will win big trophies for themselves.
Such an insane level throughout his career, we now hold him to a totally different standard than we do other players. And if you're still in doubt, ask yourself this: if Messi had played for Liverpool in 2019 or Real Madrid in 2018, would he have been their best player? The man shouldn't have 6 Ballon d'Or, he should have 10. We should give up on the idea of objectivity, given that a defender, defensive midfielder or goalkeeper stands little realistic chance of winning the award.
Yeah, that also makes sense. Like he said here, like the award is supposed to be, let's say, Ballon d'Or in each position, right, from a team, because goalkeepers deserve it. I know they give some kind of trophies to goalkeepers, but it's not the same. You know, it needs to be each position on the field deserves at least one award.
What does the Messi of goalkeepers look like? And would we even notice if he was playing right now? Well, we arguably got the answer to both of those questions in the 2017-18 season, when David De Gea had the most remarkable season in what has been a remarkable career. The Man United stopper allowed 28 league goals that season from 44 expected goals against, helping his side, rated 6th best in the Prem by expected points, finish 2nd against all the odds. That's a performance as incredible as Mo Salah's 32-goal campaign the same season, but De Gea was completely overlooked for major awards. Not only did he fail to make the top 10 for the Ballon d'Or, he wasn't even a finalist for the best goalkeeper, with Thibaut Courtois, Hugo Lloris and Kasper Schmeichel the top 3, despite all 3 of those finishing behind De Gea in the contest for a place in the Premier League team of the season. And if you're wondering how Schmeichel got in there, take a look at the judging panel. So not only do these ceremonies fail to recognise defensive players, they don't even seem qualified to do so properly, or they're simply too blinded by personal loyalty to vote objectively, which brings us to number 3.
Okay, guys, so this is a very, very good point he's making here. Just because Mo Salah scored a lot of goals doesn't make him the best player on the field. If the goalkeeper Alisson, for example, is saving them from losing games. So it's not fair because certain positions are just underlooked and certain individuals, especially offensive players, are overlooked because people only remember goals and because also of their names, you know what I mean? And we're going to come back to that.
Loyalty to vote objectively, which brings us to number 3. It's hard not to put the success of players like Modric and Varane in award season down to public opinion. At a certain point, everyone was talking about how they performed with club and country, and it was that.
Okay, so let's talk about the public opinion too. I think those awards is also taking care of public opinion. Who is the most popular? Who got the more Twitter or Instagram followers? Because the end of the day, it's about business. For example, Ballon d'Or and the best award used to be together, right? They separated and it's for business reason. It's going to increase the amount of sponsors. And can you imagine if one journalist has to vote for each country, right? So those journalists can also have their sponsors. So do you really think that somebody who supports Nike, for example, is going to allow a player that is not wearing Nike to win the award? So it's completely ragged right now because it's all over the world and the popular opinion is going to always win and not really the person who deserves.
That narrative, not their actual performances, which fueled their surges
the narrative
voting. But neither one is the worst example. That would be Cristiano Ronaldo. Whatever you think about CR7 and his ranking among the best players of all time, it's clearly absurd that the Portuguese came 3rd for the 2019 Best Award. In Serie A, yes, he won the title, but he wasn't even the top scorer in Italy.
Tell me about it.
And Fabio Quagliarella, who is 2 years older than him, netting more than the Portuguese's 21. If you take out penalties, he was also behind Arkadiusz Milik, who was coming off a year out with injury. Even in the Champions League, Ronaldo was not at his best, having scored 70 goals in 61 games in his last 5.
Yeah, with all the respect here, he's talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, and I know even Cristiano Ronaldo people are going to kill me for reacting to this video. But honestly, that year that he came third, it was just because he need to be there. It's that people need to create some kind of award. He need to stay in the conversation for sponsors. That's the only reason. Because if you look at statistics and you look at what you need to do to get those trophies, you know, the end of the day, it's gonna end up by giving somebody who is more popular.
Seasons in the competition before arriving in Italy, he netted 6 in 9 last year, with half of those coming in a single game against Atletico Madrid, meaning he scored just 3 in the other 8 matches. But despite his return to the realm of mortals, Ronaldo still managed to come in third for the 2019 Ballon d'Or, while someone like Raheem Sterling or Robert Lewandowski failed to reach the podium. If the awards are just about who has the most dedicated fan club, let's just ditch the pretense and give them to the players with the most Instagram followers.
Exactly.
So that's my case for ending the Ballon d'Or, and that's all we have time for on One-on-One this week. If you have an idea